some Vinegar day. Oh, shit. I don't know. Whatever. Leg day. You can see me doing my Smith machine squats. This machine's kind of funky. I need to get it fixed, or I need to like hammer it or something because the poles aren't even. So like it's snagging the poles, which is creating more friction, and I don't like friction when I work out. Also, it makes me look pretty weak because this is only 80 kilos, but it feels like 120 because the fucking friction is just so strong. So that isn't to say that I have a strong leg. I got fucking weak legs genetically and then structurally, like just because of back problems and shit. But yeah, this machine definitely needs fixing. So I'm gonna go out there today and see if I can straighten these poles up so there's less friction. Because yeah, friction fucks resistance curves up. But yeah, I was thinking the other day when I was doing these squats, I'm like, man, I really need to start just doing deep squats. Like because the longest time I would avoid deep squats because I'm really weak in the bottom end of squats. Like I could. Everyone's typically weaker in their ass to grass. Oh, here we go. I almost die here. I got the bar stuck on my back because I forgot to put the fucking safety pins up like a fuckhead. Don't do squats in the Smith machine without safety pins because you're really fucked if you're stuck at the bottom. So that was almost really bad. But anyway, I've always been really bad at the end range of squats. I've always done sort of like box squats or half like range powerlifting squats because in those cases I'm quite a bit stronger like than my ass to grass. Like most people are weaker in ass to grass just because the range of motion's deeper, right? But for me, because of like structural integrity problems, like my hips are kind of fucked up and my back's fucked up, and basically the bottom line is don't play video games, or if you do play video games, get a standing desk or fucking sit with good posture because it will wreak havoc on your hips and spine and knees and everything, and it'll take away from your ability to train legs. It'll take away from your ability to do presses too. I can't press anywhere as good as I used to because the shoulders are just taking wear and tear from shit posture. And when you have shit posture, bench press starts fucking up your shoulders. So, like I can't really do bench presses anymore because I can't engage my pecs. My scapulas are all fucked up. And that's all just from fucking sitting down and playing video games like a dickhead as a kid or even as a young man. So don't play video games or sit with good posture. Make sure you're not fucking your posture up. Walk around, get your spine moving. Do preventative measures so that you don't end up like me. I mean, obviously, I have bad leg genetics to start with. Like, I remember when I first started training as a kid, me and my mates would be at the gym, and I was always really good at upper body shit. Like, I'd be way stronger than them in the upper body. But on leg day, I'd always be like, wow, this is fucked up. Like, my friends would always be so much better at leg presses and squats and shit. And that was partially because I was playing video games a lot back then, and that was fucking my posture up. But also, just genetically, like, I look at pictures of my old man's legs, and my mum's legs, she's got skinny ass legs too. So like, I'm all torso. I got small legs. Well, actually, saying that, my quadriceps are actually pretty big nowadays. But like, that's just for sheer spite and training the shit out of my legs with high intensity training. But as far as strength goes, it's not great. But especially in the deep range, like if you've got fucked up bad posture and dysfunctional hips and shit, you can get away with some pretty strong deadlifts. Like my deadlift was pretty good, for me at least, with bad genetics in the legs. I got to 220 last bulk. And then at one point when I was really fat and doing powerlifting, I got to 260, which is actually not too bad at all. But that's because, deadlifts aren't that deep a range of motion. And then with squats, I'd always do box squats because otherwise I'd be exposed to not being able to lift much weight. Like box squats, I could do 150 kilos for reps pretty easily. But then if I did like full range of motion barbell squats, man, I'd be fucking done with like maybe 70, like half as strong, which is not normally how it goes. Most people, if they can squat 150 at parallel, they could probably do 120 with a deep squat. But as soon as I get to that like below parallel point, I just like fall apart. Like if I just sit down for like 20 seconds in like a deep squat with no weight on my back, and then I try to get back up, it's like a 1 rep max. Like that's how fucked up my knees and hips are. Like I can't like get everything firing correctly. My glutes, my hamstrings, back, etc. So like it's weird. Like sometimes I'll just get into a deep squat with my body weight and I'll try to get up and I'm like, fuck, I like almost can't get up just with body weight. But if I use muscular elasticity and I just go up and down and bounce out of the hole, it's like, body weight squat ain't shit, right? So definitely need to start working on my hips and back and shit more. I need to fix up my bulging discs so I can do more deadlifts and stuff once my bicep heals up. This bicep tier has been more of an eye-opener where I'm like, I need to really make sure that I have longevity, especially with fucked up hips and back like I do. I need to fix my sitting posture too. My sitting posture is atrocious, which is probably 90% of what has caused my fucked up, movement patterns and an inability to do heavy squats and shit. So anyway, health is wealth, and then you start stretching and doing mobility work and strengthening up the smaller muscles, fixing up my hip flexors, blah, 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 blah. But if you take anything away from this video, it's stretch, strengthen shit that's getting weak before it's too late. And, you know, if you play video games, then sit down in good posture. Otherwise, you won't be able to lift weights as good. Anyway, peace out. Bye.